Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate. This is Big Los, and we're outside of this house where we defeated the King of Spiders and avenged a family's murder. So now let's go over here to where this building exploded, and where they stationed this guard who really didn't want to do anything about it. So let's click on here. Thin wisps of smoke rise from the smoldering ashes of what once was a heavy wooden door. Enter the building. Oi! Where do you think you're going? I don't care if you want to poke around in there, but don't expect me to come save you. Well, of course not. We didn't expect you to save anybody else either. So we're going to go inside and we're going to have a look around. And we got some piles of bones and ashes. Whoever this once was, nothing but ash, and a few bones remain to them. So we're going to search. Success, you find a few pieces of sharp metal. This individual must have been carrying a blade of some sort at the time of his or her death. What about this one? Whoever this once was, nothing but ash and a few bones remains. Search. You search thoroughly through the ashes and bones, but find nothing of interest. A lot of success, huh? Search this one. You locate several sets of forged chain links attached to each other. This person must have worn a suit of armor in life. The statue is covered in soot. It depicts a robed, hooded man holding a staff. You notice a small protrusion at the base of the statue. When you slide it to one side, it reveals a small keyhole. Perhaps it is a keyhole of some kind. Scorched knapsack. Dust of disappearance. Does greater invisibility. That could come in handy. Thieves' tools. Healer's kit. And I don't think we need rags. No. Oh, this guy is still alive. Lying in a crumpled heap on the ground is a somewhat nondescript looking man in scorched leather armor. His tan skin is covered in a layer of soot and ash, and he is bleeding from several minor wounds, but he appears to still be breathing. The man is unconscious and will require healing before there's any chance of his being able to speak with you. Alright, let's use that healing kit that we got. Give it to you because your heal's a lot better. Alright, he got up.
Well met.
The man stirs and after a moment rises to his feet slowly and deliberately. Who are you? I am Ania, and you are? I don't know, but how can that be? You don't know. The man's eyes widen in momentary panic. No, I have no idea. Oh gods, who are you? What is this place? He becomes aware of his wounds and of his surroundings. How did all this happen? Try to jog his memory with mention of the explosion and the charred remains near the statue. I don't remember any of that. Gods, but what has happened to me? Seem to have developed some kind of amnesia. But what will I do? How is this possible? I can't afford to not know who I am. I fear that I am in danger, woman. Well, someone did just try to burn you to a crisp, so that is probably a wise fear to have. You'll help me, won't you? I'll help you as long as it remains in my best interest to do so. I appreciate that, woman. At least I'm not alone now. But how on Toril will I be able to remember? Let's start by having a talk with the City Watch. Perhaps they'll be able to help jog your memory. No. I'm not leaving this place. I can't. This place it's where I belong. How do you know that? I don't. But I have a feeling. I just have a feeling I need to be here. Someone needs me. It's a strange sensation, but it's unmistakable. You must believe me, woman. I want to walk around this place. Perhaps something will jog my memory. And please don't leave. I must stay here. And I think I'm going to need help doing whatever it is I must do. There's something else. I found a key in my pocket when you woke me. I didn't want to mention it until I knew you would help me. It seems to be made of stone. Maybe it will be useful? Keys do have a tendency to open things that need opening, don't they? Let's go. And it doesn't seem like there's anything in this back area. The smoldering pile of debris precludes any thought of going upstairs, so I guess we'll just have to go to the statue again. Alright, let's continue. And then when we slide the protrusion to one side, let's ask your companion to try putting his key into the hole. As your companion wordlessly inserts the key into the base of the statue, rattling noises can be heard coming from beneath you. All at once, the statue slides aside to reveal a secret passage. A narrow, steeply winding stairway that descends into the darkness. Let's descend into the gloom. See what other mysteries await beneath the city. Seems like they have a whole other city beneath it. Actually, let's take a look at you. So you're level 7 rogue, huh? Let's chat.
Well met.
What now, woman? Gods, but this is frustrating. So you really can't remember anything, nothing at all. The man slowly shakes his head. Nothing, woman. It's maddening. If I remember anything, even the most minute and unimportant fact or detail, you'll be the first to know. Oh, we got
Don't make
enemies.
this too easy for me.
We can't attack them. Too far away. We might need to use our bows. Oh, missed. Roll a 1. Where'd he go? His HP just went back to full. How are we gonna kill him? Let's see if we can find another way. Oh, can we get close to him now?
I will destroy you.
No, and they're not attacking me.
I will destroy you.
So we can go to the other side, huh? The water was an illusion. We should be careful. Whoever lives down here must be powerful and dangerous. So it looks like we wasted some arrows attacking these things. Eek! Intruders! Help! Well, now we have another person to interact with. So we have a locked door over here. Let's try to open it up. Nope, just like all the other doors in this city, you need a specific key to open them. And we have a copper pot. Stupid bugs. This appears to be a perfectly ordinary copper cooking pot. Can't do anything with it now. Stop getting stuck. 50 gold pieces and some crafting items. This is Rupert, huh? Oh, please don't hurt me. Don't hurt poor Rupert. Oh. Diplomacy. Don't worry, we won't hurt you, Rupert. We just have some questions. Success. Oh, what do you want? Don't hurt Rupert. Oh, Uzalimon won't like you being here. No, not at all. The master will take care of you. Who is Uzalimon? The master? He is a powerful wizard. Nobody crosses the mighty Uzalimon. What was that explosion in the house above? Rupert's eyes opened wide. An explosion? I didn't hear anything. We are quite deep below ground here. Who are the corpses around the statue up in the house? Corpses? I haven't any idea at all. There were no corpses there the last time I left, just a little while ago. Do you recognize this man? Rupert casts a quick glance at your companion. Never seen him before in my life, but I don't go outside very often. Uzalimon likes to keep me here. I don't recognize this dwarf either, but perhaps this Uzalimon will be able to help me. His name rings a bell, albeit a distant one. Where's your master, dwarf? Go on, answer me. Rupert cringes and shakes his head, his eyes clenched shut in terror. Diplomacy. Come now, Rupert, you can tell us. We mean your master no harm. We want to speak with him, that's all. Success. Behind the locked door. You can't enter, though. It's locked, and I don't have the key. The master said it's dangerous for my own protection. Where can I find the key, then, Rupert? It's only for emergencies. Rupert. The dwarf sags resignedly. It's in the copper pot on the shelf in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. What have I done? He hides his face in his hands. Alright, leave. Let's see if we can loot these things here. A wizard's robe and a cloak. Well, I don't think the wizard's robe will be able to get us any money. But that's kind of useful. Give it to you.
Absolutely.
We'll raise your armor class by 1.
I'll take the lead.
Robe of acid resistance. We could
I'm
definitely
overloaded.
sell that. We'll have him hold on to it. Now we'll go check this copper pot. Stuck again. Alright, let's look inside the pot. I can't believe we didn't do that earlier. You find an ornate key in the bottom of the pot. And we got Uzalimon's key. And it leads to a cavern, which leads to another door. Stuffed bat. The pedestal reads Henry in loving memory. Must be a familiar who died. A pool. This shallow pool of water glows softly. Let's look inside. You see a vision in the water. 4 robed figures are standing in a circle atop a small rocky plateau shrouded in thick gray mists. And we got 2 chests and 2 tables. Ah, our first wand. And we got some crafting items. Some potions. And we got another chest over here. A gem and a crafting item. Some mercury. 3 scrolls. Identify Isaac's Lesser Missile Storm. We might be able to use that. And Stinking Cloud. Loot them all. We got another one over here. Got Mirror Image and Cloud Kill. We'll
I'm
take
overloaded.
those. Oh, crap. How heavy are these things? 10 pounds. A shirt that weighs 10 pounds? My boots don't even weigh 10 pounds. That's crazy. You know what? We might be having an encounter on the other side of this portal. based on what that pool said. So I think we should be putting
Evil
on some
beware.
buffs.
I am in charge now.
Juridic to X. Juridic to X.
Any other good buffs to put on? No.
Juridic to X.
And sorry I don't have enough buffs for you. But you'll be able to take advantage of Bless and Mass Aid.
I'll take the lead.
There we go. Before you stands an active portal. Its surface a writhing, twisting cyclone of magical energies. Let's step through the flickering portal. Wait, Ania. Are you sure we should go through there? Don't you want to find Uzalimon? I can't think of where else he might be other than on the other side of this portal. Well, it's just that we don't know where this portal will go. Couldn't it take us very far from here? How do we know that it'll take us closer to finding answers? Do any other options appeal to you? This portal seems the obvious way forward. I suppose you're right. I just want to be careful, that's all. I don't want to find myself in the middle of nowhere, far from anyone who will be able to help me. Besides you, of course. No one's forcing you to follow me. I just think the logical next step is to go through this portal. Very well, I've trusted you thus far and you haven't let me down, so let's step through. And the reason I was pausing it is because I didn't want the spells that I cast to wear off. Unfortunately, if there's a cutscene, then we have no choice. And there's a cutscene. Soon you shall be destroyed, Kokrulobis, dissipated and powerless, forever forgotten. To be, casted to the winds? I doubt this. Your apprentice is inept, Uzalimon. This ritual shall fail because of her. Overconfident until the end, I see. Have no doubt, Kokrulobis. Your fate is sealed. Who are you? You should not be here. At last, my key. Talta Kur Esta, I command you, say the word, now. I know you. Wait, yes, I remember who I am. Maliando. I remember my mission. Stop him! No! It's too late! Aye! Labashka! And he freed a lich. Puny mortals, you shall all feel the crushing hand of death that sacrifices to me. And we got 1500 XP. So now we can level up. Now the goal here is to get to Arcane Archer. But we need this base attack bonus of +6. Ours is +4 right now, so we're going to need at least 2 more levels of Rogue. So we'll take a level 7 Rogue. It says here to put 1 into everything that we have so far except for Spellcraft, which I mistakenly did. It's not the end of the world though. And then it says to take Rapid Shots, which will give us an extra shot with the bow. Alright, so let's put that into our quick keys. And you're only allowed 1 class, so I guess we'll just recommend everything. Where did it put all your skill points? It put 6 skill points into search? Really? They didn't put any into open lock or disable? Didn't put any in there, I hope. Alright. Okay, what does it recommend? Lightning reflexes. That only gives you +2 to reflex saves. Why waste a feat when we can get improved 2-weapon fighting? And we got sneak attack +5d6. So why don't you go into stealth mode? In fact, we'll turn on stealth mode. Stealth needs the next encounter.
Die, vermin!
You can only be a cleric. Where's it going to put it? All 3 of those points into it. All 3 of them into concentration. Well, that means you have defensive casting, right? Or combat casting? You don't. What does it recommend? Divine resistance. No. Combat casting. And then we're going to turn it on. What are you doing? Flip critical wounds.
Prepare to taste steel.
Okay, so you can only be a fighter. No, don't put it there. Don't put it there either. Well, I guess you can put it only in one place. It might as well be taunt, because that is more useful than parry. I think parry is quite broken, so we're not going to be using it. And it recommends weapon focus longsword, which I have no idea why. Plan on getting a longsword later. We can give you a monkey grip. Be able to wield a shield. That rhymes. Alright, you go in stealth mode. Oh, I'm in combat.
Oh!
Let's see if we can get some attack on. And we're gonna have to deal with this guy right here. He's impossible. This fearsome creature has an aura of power and menace about it. The decaying skin on its face is drawn tight and has a sickly, deep purplish hue. Atop its head rests a dark golden crown. Why is your movement speed decreased? No, I don't want you to cast that. Oh, it's too late. Dead now. So he's got a Scarab of Protection +1, Wand of Fire, and a Firebomb. Maybe we should use those things. And a Short Sword +1. We'll equip that. We'll improve all our saves by 1 point. And then I suggest we get close to this guy. What are you doing? You're attacking. You're casting Hammer.
Blooded flame.
You're gonna do a knockdown. Alright, let's get close. Let's use this fire. No, you know what? We would injure everybody around here if we use this. It's probably not the best way to do it. We could probably use this lesser missiles.
Easy.
Holy incompetence! Time to finish this.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, he's got spell level absorption. Absorbs 4 spell levels remaining. Do we have anything else that we could use on him? What does this do again? Trying to do freedom of movement. Alright, let's get over here. I know we won't be able to get any sneak attacks. Oh, crap.
Holy incompetence!
Alright, you, I want you to not do that. I want you to do cure critical wounds on her.
Enemies approach. Be prepared.
You, I'd like you to use a healer's kit on yourself. That's it? Is he invisible?
I have spied
Nobody can
our
attack him?
enemy.
Alright,
There
then
are the
heal
vermin
me.
now.
Thank you.
Post one.
Let's see if we can use another spell on him.
I'm leading? I think I deserve an extra share of the loot for this.
That should be easy enough.
You can't move.
Prepare to taste steel.
You can't attack, so move away. What are you doing? You healing?
Right.
Wasn't there someone else around here? Okay, there he is. So we need C invisibility or something like that.
Direct me.
Absolutely. Yes.
I'll take the lead.
Alright. I do want to cast maybe the lightning spell, so I want to get everybody out of the way.
Right.
Where's the lightning? Oh yeah, let's put this there. You know what? Let's do it in his general direction. Oh, he was able to save. I did damage him though, a little bit. Oh, you have invisibility purge. Alright, everybody, attack him. Where is he? There he is.
I have spied our enemy.
Like
Die, vermin!
Okay, you're casting something else now. Why don't you attack? Oh, we're getting sneak attacks? Alright, we killed him. And it looks like everyone else survived. That's great. So we got lich dust. And another wand of fire. 2 wands of fire. I love it. Let's see, do you have anything I could steal? No?
It is a pleasure to speak with you.
Mister, give me strength. What about you?
Well met.
I hope that lich's twisted soul burns in the abyss. Why can't we rob you? Oh, there we go. You got nothing. Looks like you're standing on something.
Well met.
You should speak with Uzalimon first. He's our leader. You have nothing.
Hello.
State your name and business, woman, and be quick about it. The events of this day have caused my patience to wear rather thin. The halfling behind Uzalimon cringes. I am Ania. You must be Uzalimon. I am he. You, Ania, have some explaining to do. Why are you here? And why did you bring that man with you? Tell Uzalimon the events leading up to this point. Amnesia? That was one of the leaders of the cult, Uzalimon. Do you think the explosion from the trap could really have wiped his memory? He seemed genuinely confused. I certainly never suspected him of being some evil cultist. Do you think your trap could have erased his memory, Susstel? I think that I might have gone a bit overboard on the statue trap. I was experimenting with a new formula, you see, and it called for... Susstel, you fool! We wanted to avoid drawing attention to ourselves, not to broadcast our presence throughout all of Westgate. Sometimes I wonder about you. Enough bickering, you two. Willany, I believe you're telling the truth. It is possible that this Maliando man lied to you in order that you might lead him to us. Or, knowing Susstel's ability with traps, it may be the case that he indeed lost his memory. Still, there remains the matter of how you gain interest in the first place. How could the man have one of our statue keys in his possession? We have made only 5 copies, 1 for each of us, and 1 for Rupert, and none are missing. At least, not that I know of. The 3 other wizards turn accusing eyes on the halfling. What is it? I have my key. Oh, by the gods, it's missing! Why am I not surprised? But where could I have left it? I never take it off my belt, and... It was stolen from you, you idiot. Susstel turns to Uzalimon. What are we going to do with this one, Uzalimon? Your carelessness has almost cost us our lives, Payana. You and I shall discuss this together later. Gulp. Allow me to shed some light on these recent events, Ania. The creature we just slew was an ancient lich called Kokrulobis, an evil, frightfully powerful being. Recently, a cult sprang up here in Westgate. It was a group that had found the crystal in which this monster was until just moments ago imprisoned, and they began worshipping Kokrulobis as a god. The leaders of the cult somehow gained the means of freeing the lich from its eternal prison, something we could not allow to happen. So you're some kind of protectors of the common folk. You could say that, I suppose. We are dedicated to thwarting schemes such as that of Kokrulobite cultists. In any event, we caught wind of this cult's activities and were able to determine the location of their lair. We staged a raid and were able to steal Kokrulobis' crystal prison from the cultists before they were able to perform the ritual to free the lich from its prison. They evidently were able to track us back to our stronghold. I suspect the bodies you described around the statue were the cult's rescue party sent to regain the crystal. I recognize the man who accompanied you here as one of the cult's leaders. He was very lucky to survive Susstel's trap. In any event, all is well now. With Kokrulobis destroyed and its leadership decimated, the cult will almost surely disband on its own accord. Still, I shall keep an eye on them to ensure that this does indeed occur. Now let us proceed back through the portal to my stronghold. Follow me. So what is this on the ground here? We can't grab it. Alright, let's go through the portal. There's nothing else here. This magic portal will return you to Uzalimon's magic laboratory. So let's step through. I'm not sure if we'll be able to come back or not, but it probably doesn't matter. There. At least Kokrulobis has been destroyed and its cult defeated, albeit not quite as smoothly as I had hoped the process would be. Now, Nia, if you would be so kind as to leave this place the way you arrived, and please do not touch anything. I will seal the statue behind you. Oh, and one last thing. Please do not speak of the Kokrulobis cult to anyone back in Westgate. There is no need to spark a panic after all. Farewell. Alright, but before we leave, why don't we talk to everybody around here. Oh, got 33 gold from him now. All of a sudden you got some money. That Kokrulobis was not so tough. It was more difficult stealing that crystal from the worshippers than it was to beat the lich down. Gods, but what an ordeal that mission was. Ugh, can't roll above a 3 now. 2, 1. Okay, I think that is all that we can get from him. What about you, Payana? Gulp. I didn't mean to lose the key. Oh, what have I done? I could have had us all killed. Well, at least I was there to save your poor souls from an eternity of suffering at Kokrulobis' hands. Yes, of course. Thank you for rescuing us, adventurer. You got nothing. What about Susstel? You got nothing. You should not tarry here long, adventurer. Uzalimon is a great man, but his patience is not boundless. Would it be possible for me to acquire one of those traps of yours? I don't think it'd be wise for me to distribute any more of those now, judging by your account of its effects. Still, it's good to know that I'll have something to sell when my adventuring years are over. And that the gold I make will be well protected. Huh. And you? You have nothing.
Hello.
Please be so kind as to show yourself out. And do not touch anything. I'll admit that it does make me smile to think of what a large explosion that trap I installed must have made. I was always a bit too interested in fire. Alright, so we were able to defeat a lich. And now we'll head up and try to complete a quest for the Church of Lathander. In the meantime, this is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and Tanga Umbindia.